So the year 2025 is upon us, and there are some things I'm really looking forward to later this year. And honestly, there's no major game releases apart from, GTA 6 that I'm really interested in. But we'll start off with the movies first. There's only one film that comes out this year that I'm even remotely interested in, and it's Superman. I'm a huge fan of comic books and superheroes, and I have been since I was a child. And I really like Superman. It's one of my favorites. And I'm really interested in seeing how James Gunn is going to handle Superman. There's a lot of doubters out there, which I guess is going to happen. Most of them are like the Snyder fanboys, right? But I think James Gunn is going to have a really interesting interpretation of Superman. Now, I'm not saying he's going to make like all-star Superman, but I'm interested in seeing how David Corenswet is going to be playing Superman, because I think he'll do a really good job. But apart from that, that's the only film I'm looking forward to this year. I really don't have any other movies that I even know of that come out. In regards to video games, obviously the big thing is going to be GTA 6. It's probably going to have the biggest launch a video game has ever had, like ever in the history of gaming. I can't imagine GTA 6 not being perhaps the biggest launch in the history of video games. Like, I really can't imagine not selling millions of copies within the first week. But obviously, GTA 6 is a highly anticipated game. A lot of people have been looking forward to it for a very, very long time, and we've memed it so hard that it gets to the point where we're just like, man, this is actually real. Like, we really just couldn't believe it. But alas, GTA 6 is actually happening. It's actually coming out later this year, wouldn't you know? So another video game I'm looking forward to is the Tomb Raider 4 through 6 remaster, or remasters I should say. Tomb Raider 4, to my knowledge, was the first video game I ever played, and I'm really interested especially in seeing how they handle Angel of Darkness. There's going to be a lot of improvements and like a lot of quality of life changes. I was thinking that maybe they would just fix the game breaking stuff in Angel of Darkness, but they've actually gone through and completely restored some of the cut content from the game, and I think that's really exciting. But obviously Tomb Raider 4 is really cool too. I can't remember Tomb Raider 5 that much, but I'm excited to see what Angel of Darkness looks like, so that'd be nice. Next up, we have the Capcom Fighting Collection 2, which allows us to play Capcom vs. SNK 2 again, so that's nice. I'm fully expecting a lot of people to talk about tech rolling in the game, just like when the game was first released, so that's nice. I wouldn't imagine they'd make a big deal out of it this time just because the game's been out for so long. But tech rolling has always been an interesting point of conversation for Capcom vs. SNK 2, and I don't think it'll change anytime soon. There's also other really cool games showing up, like Capcom vs. SNK 1, there's Fighting Spirit, there's like a Street Fighter EX Alpha, and those games are cool too, but mostly Capcom vs. SNK is the big thing. It's like how the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection is great, all the versus games, but Marvel 2 obviously overshadows everything else. And speaking of Marvel 2, there's also going to be the Marvel vs. Capcom at EVO. EVO this year, the throwback game is going to be Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And I hope all the old heads are going to be there, like Yipes, Justin Wong, Ducto, maybe, or Duck Vader, he goes by. Maybe Santhrax shows up. That'd be really interesting. Maybe General Thrilla's there. I hope it'll be sort of like a combination of like the new versus the old. In EVO 2020, we were supposed to have Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but it never happened. Obviously due to like world events and whatnot. But I'm really looking forward to seeing how Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is going to be at EVO. Obviously, the usual suspects are there. Mortal Kombat, Guilty Gear, Street Fighter, Tekken, Melty Blood. I think Granblue is going to be there too. But I'm really interested in seeing exactly Marvel 2. Like, that's going to be incredibly hype. And obviously, Top 8 is back, which is so nice. Because I just really didn't like Top 6. Maybe it's just because I'm a purist at heart, but Top 6 just didn't feel right. And plus, there was a lot of really fantastic players that made Top 7, Top 8, and just got nothing for it. But whatever. Man, I'm really trying to avoid these missiles, huh? But anyway, it'll be really cool to see how that works, too. So another thing I'm looking forward to is Season 2 of Street Fighter 6. Season 2 of Tekken 8, and then the new season of Street Fighter 6. So Season 2 of Tekken 8 is going to be happening next year. I think Anna Williams should be in the Season Pass. If I got my way, we'd have Christy. I don't know if that's going to happen, but if I got my way, we'd have Christy. And then we have the new season of Street Fighter 6, I believe Season 3. Now, Mai and Elena are coming out later this year, and I'm really excited for Elena because she's one of my favorite fighting game characters of all time. I'm curious as to what they're going to do about her healing. That's what I'm curious about. Now, I'm hoping it's like Street Fighter 4, where it's a big deal and you hate Elena when she heals, but they're going to make sure the game's very, very well balanced. Street Fighter 6 has been very well balanced, which has been nice. And Mai is going to be pretty cool too. I'll definitely check her out. I haven't played Terry that much. My most played DLC character, apart from Akuma, is Aki, because I think she's a really cool character. But I don't really play Street Fighter 6 ranked. I just mostly fight the CPU. That's like my big thing in fighting games. But we'll have to see what Mai looks like. February 5th, I believe, is when she comes out. So that'll be exciting. Now, as I mentioned earlier, for Season 2 of Tekken 8, I would really love to see Anna. I think that's going to happen. Maybe Christy, maybe Armor King. Maybe we'll get a new original character, who's to say for sure, but that'd be interesting to see. Look how beautiful this level is. That's really nice. But yes. What else is there in terms of fighting games? I think that's about it. I'm just really happy seeing Elena as I drop Sonic on the floor. But yes, I definitely will be playing Elena a lot, because as I said, I really like Elena. So, there's also the usual wrestling stuff I'm looking forward to this year, you know, WrestleMania. Obviously, Raw is on Netflix now, so I saw the PLEs, the Premium Live Events. John Cena's retiring this year. I want to take the lower route for this one because I get to push that box. How nice. Cena's retiring this year, which obviously is a big deal. I think Miko Satomura is retiring as well in April. But either way, John Cena retiring is a big deal because he's one of my childhood heroes, and it's going to be really sad. But obviously, you know, he's older now. It's going to happen eventually, right? But that'll be cool to see. I guess I'll make like my Royal Rumble predictions later on. Probably using Fire Pro again because it's currently the best available wrestling game on the PlayStation still. But another thing I'm excited for musically, I think, is the new Ginger album. I believe that comes out this year as well. No release date just yet, but there's a few singles, and I think it's really exciting. Someone's Daughter's a great song too. Rogue is cool, Kafka's cool, and Ginger is one of the best metal bands in the world. They're certainly one of my favorites, and I cannot wait to hear the new album. But I really haven't kept up with music releases recently. I don't know if there's going to be anything else that's interesting, but you know, I'll definitely have to check out the new Ginger album whenever it comes out. I think I've exhausted my list of stuff I'm excited for, but yes, we'll give you a brief run through. The Capcom Fighting Collection 2, that's exciting. Marvel vs. Capcom 2 at EVO, just EVO in general is very exciting. Tomb Raider 4 through 6, that's cool. We have Elena and Mai in Street Fighter 6, and potentially the new season being revealed, probably at EVO. And then there's going to be Season 2 of Tekken, I hope, Anna, and if I get my way, we'll get Christy as well. The new Superman movie, very excited for that. And then the retirement of John Cena and maybe Satomura as well in April. But that's more nerdy stuff from me. So those are the things I'm looking forward to as Sonic hits a dramatic pose. The new Ginger album's cool too. I've probably left some things out, but that's just how it goes sometimes. So that's what I'm excited for later this year.